Well, hello, YouTube friends. Ed here. I'm just woke up here, so I'm kind of drinking my tea this morning. Um, we got this rod going on here today. I started it last night here. So what happened is, let me see if I can find some sort of pointer here, guys. All right, so this chair, when it broke, you can see right there. So I taped it together. But this is a very, very odd break. This hardly ever happens that I've ever seen. In that, I don't know if this was broke once before or something, but it looks like um, that's a spline joint, right? And that was, see, you can see right there. And that's what the factories usually use. And to have one of their spline joints break is very, very odd, right? So anyway, as you can see, I've taped it together. Hold on a second here, guys. Okay, so there you can get a better look at where it's cracked here. So I've taped it together, and I'm going to put two screws in, one across here, and I've got one across the other end too, which right about here. So I'm going to go on this side, and I've drilled my holes already. Now I'm just countersinking it, but I didn't have the right size bit, so it's kind of a large hole, but that's okay. It'll work anyway. We'll plug it. So this morning I'm going to finish countersinking this side. All right. And then what I'll do is in this part, after I countersink the hole, I'll go a couple, maybe a size bigger drill bit, right there. And then I'll start gluing this all together. And we'll keep you updated on that. So that's my story. And let's keep pressing on. Let me drill my... Okay. As you can see, this is... see, that board's all cracked. Those are only like that thick, right? And that's my mom redoes these. She redoes the seats on this. She's an upholsterer, and unfortunately, I think she neglects those a little bit. So that'll have to be replaced someday. But I can get a thicker board and put across there on top of that or something. But so here's the deal. So I took my tape off. As you can see, there's the spline joint. Same here, I got my holes in there. So these are the holes that I'll drill out. And what we got going on is the screws that I have are too long. So I'm going to use these screws. So that will, so let me remount these holes, and then I'll get back with you here. Alrighty, now where did I put it? Alright, there we go. Okay, so there it is. My holes reamed out, both sides. Now we'll start gluing the sucker back together. I don't want to use Gorilla Glue on this because it actually expands, and it's going to expand the joint, right? And I don't want that. So what we're going to do is screw and glue it with regular Elmer's glue. So we'll sprinkle our glue on and screw it together, and we'll show you what we got after that. All right, we have our glue on both pieces. This guy too. So we'll start screwing it together. What we'll do is I'll screw in this the highest one here, the top piece, and then I'll do this one last and pull it together. Okay. Well, it turns out I had the right size countersink bit after all. So see that gap there? Screw it in once, take it out, screw it again and tighten it up. Okay, one screw in. It's all tightened up here. A little bit. Anyway. I can tighten that a little more, but let me do the other side first. So we'll come back. We'll do the same on this side. So here we go. All right, we got our other side in there. So see, it's trying to squirt the glue out. Now I'll go back and tighten this again. Then I'll tighten this up one more time. And then I'll wrap it up in tape. And then I'll put some tension on it a little bit there. All right, so it's not perfect. I'm off a little bit there, you know, by the same amount, which is probably a good thing. But okay, we'll put some glue here and try to hold that together with tape. Same way with the other end, and we'll go from there. Okay, here you can see I've got my tape on both ends. Now I'll just wipe off the excess. And what I'll do is I'll put some glue, smear some glue over that. And then I've got a band that I'll put around all four legs here, and we'll let it dry for a couple days and try it out. Okay, guys, there's the final deal, and you know, maybe I can put a plug over that, possibly. You know, I mean, it's not a modern chair by any means. So yeah, so that's the Starry with 125 rods. And in a day or two, maybe we can sit back on this rod, and then we'll have to work on the other one, which fell all apart. The other chair, somebody monkey rigged together, but I like it because it's all oak, and it's an older chair. And I believe they put two front legs on that chair that were different, and they ended up being longer. So when you sat in the chair, you sat like this, right? You couldn't possibly sit in it. So I decided to keep those legs on it, and so I just cut the bottoms off so that the front sits level. But now that chair, has a great long back on it, but now it sits lower, of course, than a normal chair. But in you know, they probably had the right front legs, but they didn't put the chair together right, so they needed to raise the back a little, obviously, and they never did. So you know, raised the seat up on the back kind of thing, so it sat level. So I just kind of quickly worked with what they had and threw it together. You know, the chair was given to me. Same with this one. So we'll come back later and see what happens. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.